Have you ever wondered if the foods you eat every day could be silently weakening your muscles? We've been told throughout our lives to eat a balanced diet, get our protein, and stay active. But what no one tells you is this. As we age past 65, our muscles become increasingly vulnerable to certain foods that younger bodies can process without issue. For those of us in our golden years, muscle preservation isn't just about strength. It's about independence, mobility, and dignity. Yes, independence. Every year, 1 in 3 seniors experiences a fall, and muscle weakness is a primary contributor. What if I told you that certain foods you consume daily are accelerating your muscle loss, while others have the power to preserve and even rebuild your aging muscles? As we age, our bodies process nutrients differently. Our protein absorption declines, our inflammatory response changes, and certain foods that were once harmless now silently undermine the very muscle tissue that keeps us standing tall. Today, as someone who has researched senior nutrition and muscle preservation for over 3 decades, I want to share with you the 4 foods that are secretly weakening your muscles and the 4 muscle-preserving foods you absolutely must incorporate into your daily diet. Your independence depends on this knowledge. Let's get straight to the facts. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed to HolistiCurious yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on notifications so you never miss another vital health tip designed specifically for those of us over 65. If you find value in this video, type yes in the comments. If not, type no to let me know how I can better serve your health journey. The 4 dangerous foods secretly weakening your muscles. After 65, 1. Ultra-processed white bread, the silent muscle saboteur. The slice of white bread that comes with your restaurant meal, the hamburger bun at the family barbecue, the dinner roll that completes your plate. These seemingly innocent staples have been part of our meals for decades. But for adults over 65 concerned about maintaining muscle strength and preventing sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, these ultra-processed white bread products have become silent saboteurs working against your body's ability to maintain muscle mass. What makes white bread so problematic for aging muscles specifically? The processing removes more than just fiber. It strips away essential nutrients while creating a product that triggers rapid glucose spikes, followed by inflammation, the archenemy of healthy muscle tissue. When you consume ultra-processed white bread, your blood sugar surges rapidly, triggering an exaggerated insulin response. For older adults who already have some degree of insulin resistance, which affects nearly 40% of people over 65, this creates a metabolic environment that accelerates muscle breakdown rather than supporting muscle synthesis. Even more concerning is what happens at the cellular level. The refined carbohydrates in white bread trigger the production of advanced glycation end products, AGEs, aptly named because they literally accelerate the aging process in your tissues. These AGEs create chronic, low-grade inflammation that directly interferes with your muscles' ability to regenerate and repair after daily activities. For seniors already fighting the natural decline in muscle protein synthesis, which typically decreases by 30 to 50% after age 60, this inflammatory burden becomes the tipping point that accelerates muscle wasting. Your body simply cannot build muscle effectively in an environment of constant inflammation. The tragedy is that most seniors have no idea this is happening. The muscle weakness develops so gradually that it's attributed solely to getting older, rather than to specific dietary choices that could be modified. You notice stairs becoming more difficult. Getting up from a chair requires using your arms for support. Your balance feels less stable, all while that innocent-looking white bread continues to undermine your strength day after day. This isn't about creating fear. It's about empowerment through knowledge. White bread isn't inherently evil, but for adults over 65 concerned with maintaining independence and strength, replacing it with whole grain alternatives creates a foundation for better muscle health. Every time you choose a true whole grain option instead of processed white bread, you're making a choice that supports rather than undermines your precious muscle tissue. But if something as commonplace as white bread can silently sabotage your muscles, what about another beloved comfort food that creates the perfect storm of inflammatory compounds that directly attack aging muscle tissue? Let's examine the next dangerous food that might be sitting in your refrigerator right now. If you're still finding these insights helpful, please type number 1 in the comments to let me know you're with me. Now let's move to point number 2. 2. Processed deli meats, the inflammatory muscle destroyer. They're convenient, familiar, and have been a staple in American lunches for generations. Sliced ham, turkey, salami, bologna. These deli counter standards seem like an easy way to get protein, which we know is essential for muscle maintenance. But for adults over 65, these processed meats harbor a dangerous secret. They create the perfect inflammatory environment for accelerated muscle loss. Processed deli meats contain a troubling combination of compounds that are particularly harmful to aging muscles. First, they're laden with advanced glycation end products, AGEs, formed during processing, which trigger inflammatory pathways throughout your body. For seniors already dealing with age-related chronic inflammation, sometimes called inflammaging, this additional inflammatory burden specifically targets muscle tissue. These meats also contain nitrates and nitrites, preservatives that give deli meats their characteristic pink color and extended shelf life. Research published in the Journal of Gerontology found that these compounds interfere with mitochondrial function in muscle cells of older adults. Your mitochondria are the power plants of your cells, and when they're compromised, your muscles literally cannot generate the energy needed for strength and repair. Perhaps most concerning is the sodium content. A typical 2-ounce serving of deli meat contains nearly 1/3 of the daily recommended sodium intake. For seniors, this excessive sodium does more than affect blood pressure. It creates a condition called cellular water retention that directly impairs protein synthesis in muscle tissues. Your muscles literally cannot build or repair properly in this high-sodium environment. The price you pay isn't immediate or obvious. It's the gradual weakening that makes getting out of the bathtub more difficult. It's the loss of grip strength that makes opening jars increasingly frustrating. It's the declining leg strength that makes you hesitate before taking the stairs. All while those convenient deli meat sandwiches continue to fuel the very inflammation that accelerates this decline. What makes this particularly heartbreaking is that many seniors actually increase their consumption of deli meats, believing they're making a good protein choice. The easy preparation and soft texture make them appealing when cooking becomes more challenging or dental issues arise. But this convenience comes at a tremendous cost to your muscle integrity. The solution isn't eliminating protein. In fact, seniors need more protein than younger adults, not less. The answer lies in choosing fresh, unprocessed protein sources instead. Even canned tuna, chicken you cook and slice yourself, or plant-based proteins like hummus offer muscle-supporting nutrition without the inflammatory burden of processed deli meats. And if processed meats can create this inflammatory environment that weakens your muscles, imagine what happens when you regularly consume another common food that directly depletes the minerals your muscles need for proper contraction and strength. Let's examine the surprising impact of a beverage many seniors consume multiple times daily. 3. Diet sodas, the muscle mineral depleter. They seem like the perfect compromise, the familiar sweet taste without the calories or sugar. Many seniors turn to diet sodas believing they're making a healthier choice. Some even consume them throughout the day as their primary beverage. But for adults over 65 concerned with maintaining muscle strength and function, diet sodas create a perfect storm of mineral depletion that directly impacts muscle performance. The phosphoric acid in most diet sodas, That ingredient that gives them their tangy taste and extends shelf life has a direct and measurable impact on calcium balance in your body. Research from Tufts University found that regular consumption of cola-based diet sodas was associated with lower bone mineral density, specifically in older women. But the impact goes beyond just bones. Your muscles require adequate calcium for proper contraction. When you consistently consume diet sodas, the phosphoric acid binds to calcium in your digestive tract, making it unavailable for your body to use. Over time, this creates a subtle but significant calcium deficit that directly impacts muscle function, particularly in fast-twitch muscle fibers that are already declining with age. Even more concerning, the artificial sweeteners in diet sodas have been shown to alter gut bacteria in ways that increase inflammatory markers throughout the body. A 2022 study in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who regularly consumed artificial sweeteners showed higher levels of inflammatory cytokines that are specifically associated with accelerated muscle loss. For seniors already experiencing sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass that typically accelerates after 65, this additional burden can be the difference between maintaining independence and becoming increasingly frail. The connection isn't made because the damage happens so gradually. You don't drink a diet soda and immediately feel muscle weakness. Instead, over months and years, your muscles become increasingly compromised. The price you pay is measured in declining functional capacity. Tasks that require short bursts of strength, like rising quickly from a chair to answer the door or catching yourself when you stumble, depend heavily on the very muscle fibers most affected by chronic mineral depletion. Your reaction time slows, your strength reserves diminish, and your risk of falls increases, all influenced by what seemed like an innocent beverage choice. What makes this particularly sad is that hydration is absolutely crucial for proper muscle function in seniors. Many older adults are chronically dehydrated, which itself compromises muscle performance. But replacing water with diet sodas creates a false sense of hydration while actually undermining the mineral balance your muscles desperately need. The solution isn't complicated. Gradually replace diet sodas with water, herbal teas, or if you need flavor, water infused with fresh fruits. Your muscles require proper hydration and mineral balance to function optimally, especially after 65, when natural muscle preservation becomes increasingly challenging. And if diet sodas can silently deplete the minerals your muscles need, consider how another common food might be elevating the very hormone that accelerates muscle breakdown in aging bodies. Let's examine the surprising truth about a breakfast staple many seniors consume daily. 4. Sweetened yogurt, the muscle-wasting sugar trap. It sits innocently in the dairy case, often marketed specifically to older adults with promises of calcium, protein, and digestive benefits. Flavored sweetened yogurt seems like a perfect snack or breakfast for seniors concerned about nutrition. But for adults over 65 trying to preserve precious muscle mass, commercial sweetened yogurts harbor a dangerous secret. They're loaded with added sugars that directly accelerate muscle breakdown. A single 6-ounce container of flavored yogurt can contain up to 19 grams of sugar, nearly 5 teaspoons, often disguised behind healthy-sounding terms like honey, fruit on the bottom, or even made with real fruit. This sugar load creates a hormonal response that is particularly damaging for aging muscles. When you consume this concentrated sugar, especially without adequate protein to buffer it, your body experiences a surge in insulin followed by an inflammatory cascade. For seniors, this response is particularly problematic because it elevates cortisol, the stress hormone that is already naturally higher in many older adults. Elevated cortisol directly stimulates muscle protein breakdown, specifically targeting type 2 muscle fibers that are crucial for strength and stability. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with consistently higher blood sugar levels experienced up to 40% faster rate of muscle loss compared to those with stable blood sugar, even when protein intake was identical. The sugar-induced inflammation creates an environment where your body breaks down muscle protein faster than it can rebuild it, a devastating equation for seniors already fighting natural sarcopenia. What makes sweetened yogurt particularly deceptive is its health halo. The calcium and protein content are indeed beneficial for aging bodies, but the sugar load undermines these benefits by creating metabolic conditions that accelerate muscle catabolism, the breakdown of muscle tissue. It's like installing a security system in your home while leaving the front door wide open. The price you pay accumulates gradually but relentlessly. The declining grip strength that makes opening jars increasingly difficult. The reduced leg power that makes getting out of low chairs more challenging. The diminished core strength that affects your balance and stability. All while that morning, yogurt, consumed with the best intentions, continues to feed the very processes that accelerate muscle loss. This isn't about eliminating yogurt, which can indeed be beneficial. It's about choosing plain, unsweetened varieties and adding your own fresh fruit for flavor. This simple switch transforms your yogurt from a muscle-undermining sugar bomb to a genuine muscle-supporting food that provides the protein and nutrition your aging body needs. But if these commonly consumed foods can silently sabotage your muscle health, imagine what regularly incorporating specific muscle-supporting foods could do to preserve your strength, mobility, and independence. Let's turn now to the 4 foods you absolutely must include daily after 65 to protect and even rebuild your aging muscles. The 4 muscle-preserving foods you must eat daily after 65. 1. Sardines, the muscle mineral powerhouse. Among all protein sources beneficial for seniors, sardines emerge as perhaps the most complete package for maintaining muscle strength and function. These small, nutrient-dense fish aren't just an affordable protein source. They provide a unique combination of minerals and nutrients specifically required for muscle preservation when you are over 65. Sardines deliver approximately 25 grams of high-quality protein per 3-ounce serving, with a complete amino acid profile that supports muscle synthesis. But what makes sardines uniquely valuable for aging muscles is their exceptional mineral content, particularly calcium, since you consume the soft edible bones. A single serving provides over 30% of your daily calcium needs in a highly bioavailable form that directly supports muscle contraction. Research published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors with higher blood levels of vitamin D and adequate calcium intake maintained significantly better muscle function over a 5-year period compared to those with deficiencies. Sardines provide both nutrients in abundance. They're one of the richest natural sources of vitamin D, which many seniors are deficient in, and which directly regulates muscle strength and function. Beyond calcium and vitamin D, sardines provide exceptional levels of selenium, phosphorus, and B12, nutrients that support energy production within muscle cells. The omega-3 fatty acids in sardines help reduce the chronic inflammation that accelerates muscle breakdown in aging bodies, creating an environment where muscle tissue can be maintained more effectively. For seniors already experiencing age-related muscle loss, sardines provide critical nutritional support through multiple pathways. The protein triggers muscle synthesis, the calcium supports contraction, the vitamin D regulates muscle function, and the anti-inflammatory compounds reduce the breakdown signals that accelerate sarcopenia. Regular consumption of sardines twice weekly has been linked to preserved muscle mass and function in longitudinal studies of older adults. For those concerned about maintaining independence, this translates to tangible benefits: stronger grip strength for opening jars, better leg power for climbing stairs, and improved core strength for balance and stability. Incorporating sardines into your diet is remarkably simple and affordable. They can be consumed directly from the can, mashed on whole grain toast, added to salads, or mixed into pasta dishes. For seniors with limited cooking energy or abilities, they provide exceptional nutrition without preparation requirements. Even those concerned about fishiness can find mild varieties packed in olive oil or tomato sauce that mask stronger flavors. This isn't just a protein source, it's nature's complete muscle-supporting package for the unique nutritional needs of adults over 65 who are fighting to maintain strength and independence. And if sardines can provide the mineral foundation your muscles need, imagine what happens when you consume a plant protein that offers unique compounds specifically shown to counter the inflammatory processes that accelerate muscle loss with age. Let's examine a remarkable food that might be the most overlooked muscle protector in your kitchen. 2. Edamame, the muscle anti-inflammatory shield. In the world of muscle-preserving proteins beneficial for seniors, immature soybeans known as edamame offer a unique combination of compounds specifically beneficial for combating the inflammatory processes that accelerate muscle loss after 65. These bright green legumes provide more than just plant protein. They deliver a powerful array of anti-inflammatory compounds that directly counter the mechanisms of age-related muscle wasting. A single cup of edamame provides approximately 18 grams of complete plant protein, containing all essential amino acids needed for muscle maintenance. But what makes edamame particularly valuable for aging muscles is its exceptional content of isoflavones, specifically genistein and digoxin, which have been shown to reduce inflammatory cytokines that accelerate muscle breakdown in aging bodies. Research published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle found that older adults who regularly consumed soy protein showed significantly better preservation of lean muscle mass compared to those consuming other protein sources, even when total protein intake was identical. The researchers attributed this effect to the unique anti-inflammatory properties of soy's isoflavone compounds. Beyond protein and isoflavones, edamame provides substantial amounts of folate, vitamin K, and iron, nutrients that support energy production and cellular integrity within muscle tissue. The polyunsaturated fatty acids in edamame help maintain cell membrane fluidity, which becomes increasingly important for proper muscle function as we age, and cell membranes naturally become less flexible. For seniors already experiencing sarcopenia, edamame provides critical nutritional support through multiple pathways. The complete protein triggers muscle synthesis, the isoflavones reduce inflammatory signals that accelerate breakdown, and the micronutrients support cellular function and energy production necessary for muscle contraction and repair. Regular consumption of edamame several times weekly has been associated with better maintenance of lean body mass in observational studies of aging adults. For those concerned with maintaining independence, this translates to preserved muscle function, better grip strength for daily activities, maintained leg power for mobility, and preserved muscle mass that supports metabolic health. Incorporating edamame into your diet is remarkably simple. These beans can be purchased frozen, already shelled, and require minimal preparation. They can be quickly steamed, added to salads, mixed into grain bowls, or enjoyed as a protein-rich snack with just a sprinkle of sea salt. For seniors with limited cooking energy or abilities, they provide exceptional nutrition with minimal preparation requirements. This isn't just a plant protein, it's a powerhouse of anti-inflammatory compounds specifically beneficial for the unique challenges of maintaining muscle mass after 65 when inflammation becomes a primary driver of accelerated muscle loss. And if edamame can provide anti-inflammatory protection for your muscles, Imagine what happens when you consume a fruit that contains specific compounds shown to enhance mitochondrial function within aging muscle cells. Let's explore a remarkable fruit that might be the most overlooked energy booster for aging muscles. 3. Pomegranate, the muscle mitochondria. Activator. Among all fruits beneficial for seniors, pomegranates stand apart as nature's perfect muscle energizer. These ruby red seed-filled fruits aren't just tangy and delicious. They contain unique compounds that directly enhance mitochondrial function in aging muscle cells, addressing one of the primary causes of muscle fatigue and weakness after 65. The brilliant red color of pomegranate comes from its exceptional content of panicoladins and elagitannins, powerful antioxidants that have been shown to protect and enhance mitochondrial function specifically within muscle tissue. For seniors, this protection is particularly crucial because aging muscles experience a natural decline in mitochondrial efficiency, leading to reduced energy production and increased fatigue even during moderate activities. Research published in the Journal of Aging Research found that the specific elagitannins in pomegranate helped increase ATP production, the cellular energy currency, in muscle cells of older adults. This enhanced energy production helps aging muscles maintain the power output needed for strength and endurance activities, directly counteracting the fatigue that often limits physical activity in seniors. Beyond their mitochondrial benefits, pomegranates provide substantial amounts of potassium, vitamin C, and vitamin K, nutrients that support proper muscle contraction, collagen formation for tissue integrity, and proper blood clotting, respectively. The unique punicic acid in pomegranate seeds has been shown to reduce inflammatory markers that accelerate muscle breakdown in aging bodies. For seniors already experiencing age-related fatigue and diminished exercise capacity, pomegranate provides support through multiple pathways. The elagitannins enhance mitochondrial function for improved energy production. The antioxidants reduce oxidative damage that impairs muscle cell function. And the anti-inflammatory compounds create an environment where muscle tissue can maintain function more effectively. Regular consumption of pomegranate or its juice several times weekly has been linked to improved exercise performance and reduced fatigue in studies of older adults. For those concerned with maintaining an active lifestyle, this translates to practical benefits: greater endurance for daily activities, reduced muscle fatigue during exertion, and potentially greater exercise consistency due to reduced fatigue. Incorporating pomegranate into your diet has become increasingly accessible with prepackaged aril seeds available in many grocery stores, eliminating the messy preparation that once made this fruit challenging. Unsweetened pomegranate juice provides similar benefits for those who find the seeds difficult to chew or digest. For seniors with dental issues, the juice offers an excellent alternative without sacrificing nutritional benefits. This isn't just a fruit, it's nature's mitochondrial support system, specifically beneficial for the unique energy challenges facing aging muscles, which naturally experience declining cellular energy production with advancing age. And if pomegranate can enhance energy production in your muscle cells, imagine what happens when you consume a vegetable specifically rich in compounds that help maintain the crucial nerve-muscle connections that often deteriorate with age. Let's examine a remarkable vegetable that might be the most overlooked neural protector for aging muscles. 4. Beets, the muscle circulation enhancer. Among all vegetables beneficial for seniors, beets emerge as perhaps the most powerful for enhancing blood flow to aging muscles. These vivid purple-red roots aren't just earthy and sweet. They contain a unique profile of compounds specifically beneficial for improving circulation, oxygen delivery, and nutrient supply to muscle tissue after 65, when vascular function naturally declines. Beets are exceptionally rich in dietary nitrates, compounds that your body converts to nitric oxide, a powerful vasodilator that enhances blood flow specifically to muscle tissue during activity. For seniors experiencing reduced circulation that limits muscle performance, these nitrates create measurable improvements in oxygen and nutrient delivery to working muscles, directly addressing one of the primary causes of fatigue and diminished strength in aging bodies. Research published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who consumed beet juice prior to exercise demonstrated significantly improved muscle efficiency and reduced oxygen costs during activity compared to a placebo group. For seniors already working with less muscle mass, this efficiency boost means being able to do more with the muscle tissue you have, crucial for maintaining independence and mobility. Beyond their nitrate content, beets provide substantial amounts of betalains, unique pigments with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that help protect both muscle tissue and the blood vessels that supply it. The folate in beets supports proper cellular replication and repair, increasingly important as cellular regeneration naturally slows with age. For seniors already experiencing diminished exercise capacity, beets provide support through multiple pathways. The nitrates enhance blood flow for improved oxygen and nutrient delivery. The betalains reduce inflammatory damage to both muscles and blood vessels. And the natural carbohydrates provide fuel for activity without triggering the inflammatory response associated with refined sugars. Regular consumption of beets or their juice several times weekly has been linked to measurable improvements in exercise tolerance, endurance, and performance in studies of older adults. For those concerned with maintaining an active lifestyle, this translates to practical benefits: improved stamina for daily activities, enhanced circulation that supports muscle nutrient delivery, and reduced fatigue during physical exertion. Incorporating beets into your diet has become increasingly simple, with pre-cooked packaged beets available in many grocery stores, eliminating the lengthy cooking time traditionally required. Beet juice provides similar benefits for those who find the texture challenging, and beet powders offer a convenient option for adding to smoothies or other beverages. For seniors with limited food preparation energy, these convenience options make beets benefits accessible without significant preparation requirements. This isn't just a vegetable, it's nature's circulation enhancer, specifically beneficial for the unique cardiovascular challenges facing aging muscles, which naturally experience reduced blood flow and oxygen delivery with advancing age. As we navigate the journey beyond 65, there's a profound truth that becomes increasingly clear with each passing year. Our muscles, the very tissues that allow us to maintain independence, dignity, and quality of life, are far more responsive to our daily food choices than most of us realize. The gradual loss of strength and function that many attribute simply to getting old is often accelerated or slowed by the foods we consume every single day. The foods that once caused no issues in our younger years may now silently undermine the muscle tissue we depend on for everything from opening jars to preventing life-altering falls. But this knowledge isn't meant to restrict or frighten. It's meant to empower you with choices that support rather than sabotage your mobility and strength. Start with mindful elimination. Reduce the ultra-processed white bread products that trigger inflammation. Choose fresh proteins instead of processed deli meats. Replace diet sodas with hydrating alternatives that don't deplete mineral stores. Select plain yogurt instead of sugary varieties that accelerate muscle breakdown. Then, intentionally incorporate the muscle-preserving foods we've discussed. Enjoy sardines twice weekly for their complete mineral profile that supports muscle function. Make edamame a regular protein source that provides anti-inflammatory isoflavones. Include pomegranates or their juice for mitochondrial support that enhances muscle energy production. And incorporate beets to enhance circulation and oxygen delivery to your hard-working muscle tissues. These aren't complicated changes. They don't require exotic ingredients or elaborate preparation. They simply require awareness, the understanding that at this stage of life, your muscles deserve special consideration and protection. They're the tissues that keep you independent, mobile, and able to fully participate in life. And the rewards are profound. Better strength for daily activities, improved balance for preventing falls, more energy for engaging with family and friends, enhanced recovery from physical activity. These benefits don't come from anti-aging creams or miracle supplements. They come from your kitchen, from the everyday choices that accumulate into either preserved function or accelerated decline. Let this knowledge be liberating rather than limiting. It's not about what you can't have. It's about choosing foods that honor and support the body that has carried you through decades of life. It's about making informed decisions that protect your muscle tissue when it's most vulnerable to decline. Because you deserve to enjoy these years with strength, with mobility, and with the independence to pursue what matters most to you, your food choices can either contribute to that goal or detract from it. The choice, now that you have this knowledge, is yours. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and vigorously well into your golden years. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward preserving strength and mobility. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our HolistiCurious channel for more content specifically designed for vibrant aging. Thank you for watching, and here's to your continued strength and independence, one mindful meal at a time.